This is the Hillside face-off. Who are you backing? Hello everybody, I'm Daryl from We Buy a Motor Caravan, and today we are lucky enough to bring you not one but two Hillsides. We have the Birchover S and the Cromford. The Birchover S, believe it or not, looking at it, is the cheaper of the two. These start from 51,995, but as you can tell, this one's been souped up a little bit, so it is going to be quite a lot more expensive than that. And on the right, you have the Cromford, which starts at 64,995, which going on later in the video, you will see the difference and why it is a bit more expensive. But we'll start you on this lovely looking blue. It's classed as blue, I think, but it looks purple. And this is the your Birchover S, based on your Volkswagen Transporter T6.1. And as you all agree, I think it's definitely one for the ladies rather than the blokes. But it does look really, really nice. You have got these really cool black alloys. Just finish it off really nice. You do have this really nice gloss black bottom splitter as well to finish off this really nice looking front end that Volkswagen do have on the T6.1. So follow me a bit further down, then we spoke about the nice wheels. It does have quite a few other nice extras as well, including the Fiamma F45S awning. Really easy to use, just wind straight out so you can dine al fresco. As you can see as well, you do have your pop top roof, and it does have the nice viewing windows as well, which are really, really handy. Carrying on down then, as you can see, the colour is colour coded all the way throughout, and it is finished with your typical Hillside decal. Nothing too in your face, just finishes it off absolutely perfect. Right, round to the back then, you've got, for me, the all important tailgate. Some people prefer barn doors, but for me the tailgate's the one. So when it's up, you can sit out and you can enjoy the views a bit better, in my opinion, with the tailgate. Got the parking sensors, and as you can see on the pop top, you do on this one have a solar panel. Again, these are all extras that will add up on top of the base price that I mentioned earlier. Right, coming down this side, there's not a great deal to see. You've got your water input, your 240 volt input as well, which will power all your electrics inside. All the way around to the front again. And that's pretty much everything from the outside. I think the main feature of this is the colour. It's a bit like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it, I think. Right, we'll crack on to the inside. So inside, as you can see then, this is probably where the main difference for me is on the pricing side of it compared to the Cromford that we'll be showing you in a moment. It's just your generic layout inside. So you've got your normal fridge, your sink and your hob up the top, and then you've got some nice handy storage compartments finished off in. I really like the stripy wood, so you'll have to let me know what you think. Do you like the finish on the wood? That's one of my favourites. You've got plenty of room in here, but I think the main difference is pretty generic layout, as most converters do. So you've got your rock and roll bed, and then you have your bed at the top, so it's a 4-berth, 4-belt model. Your front seat will swivel round as well to give you that extra seat in the front area. But it is, like I say, all finished off really nice and neat. Loads of little storage cupboards. You have your plug sockets. You've got all your electrics and everything all in one place on your control panel. We'll show you up in the front in a moment. But firstly, we'll swing back to the rear and I'll show you what's underneath the tailgate. Right, so open up this massive tailgate, and then that's the thing I mentioned earlier with the tailgate. You can sit on this bench seat and just look out at the views. Really, really good. If you've got your fish and chips by the beach, it's absolutely perfect. Just below this bench seat, which does help make your double bed, you do have an LPG gas locker, which we are doing another feature on shortly on gas safety with your gas lockers, so that'll all be explained in another video, so make sure you look out for that. If you like, comment and subscribe, it'll pop up for you all nice and ready. And then again, you have got more storage in the back for items like your extension lead and everything else. But I will say, I'll hand it to Hillside, the build quality is absolutely fantastic from the curves and the finish of the wood. So if you are looking for a camper, I would definitely recommend someone like Hillside for build quality. Right, let's go look in the cab, and that will be that finished off, I think. So here we are in the lovely cab area of the Volkswagens. Really, really modern, bang up to date. There's not a great deal more, if anything more, that you could want from your cab area. You've got your entertainment system, which is all touchscreen. It's all up to date with your Android, your Apple CarPlay, your MirrorLink. That'll all run through there. Hasn't got a sat-nav built in because of that reason. I use the sat-nav on my phone. I don't really trust the sat-navs that are built in. So it's a really good idea just to get rid of the sat-nav. Just plug your phone in and it's all there for you. This one does have air conditioning. You've got your automatic stop-start. You've got all your cruise control, all your trip computers, your auto headlights, all the rest of it. So they are really well kitted out. The only thing for me that's missing is an automatic gearbox. I don't know why, since I've had one I've become a bit of an auto snob. It's just so much easier to drive. So for me the only thing letting this down is it's a 5-speed manual rather than either 6-speed or an automatic. But other than that, the cab area is really, really nice. The last thing I want to show you in the cab area, you do have a Webasto diesel heater as well. All dead easy to use, so you can set that up and get your temperature all right in the back, so you're not freezing cold on a day like today. So that's dead self-explanatory. Just press a button, you can set your temperature, you can set your fan, and then you can set your timing and everything like that. All nice and easy, so it just keeps you nice and warm. But other than that, I think that's pretty much the Birchover S covered. We'll get on to the Cromford. This is the Cromford. Compared to the purple Birchover that we've got, it's not as flashy, not as in your face. This is nice and subtle. It's a bit more me, a bit less girly. You haven't got the splitter on the front, but you do have the fog light option, the front parking sensors compared to the Birchover. So again, that's where your extra money comes into, the price difference. If you follow me around, then the colour's still really nice, don't get me wrong, it's really nice in the grey. You do have alloy wheels still, but just not as flashy as the Birchover, but more than adequate. You will notice on this one, the pop top is the opposite way round, so it pops up from the back rather than the front. This will all become apparent when we do get inside, and for me this is the biggest part of why the monetary value is so different in the two. The layout in this is just so different compared to your generic bog standard rock and roll style layout. Whether you like it or not, that's a different question, but it is very, very different. So we'll come around, you've still got your water point, your electric point. Obviously the vans are flipped round, so it's on the same side. And you do have your entry, your window down the side. It's all nice, it's a privacy glass so no one can see in, but you do have the opening section for when you're cooking or whatever. Right, so come around the back then. On this one you get, again, you have the parking sensors, so you have front and rear on this, as well as your tow bar, detachable tow bar, so if you don't like the look of that, that will just pull off nice and easy. Again, in your pop top you've got your windows, so you do get your panoramic view as they say. But I don't know whether you can see this, just through the window there is like a blind section. Again, that'll all become apparent for when we're inside as to the layout. But again, you have got the tailgate, which is my favourite. Bit of a little niggly one, but there you have it. On this one you haven't got the Fiamma awning. I'm guessing on the Birchover that's been added on at a later date. It wouldn't have come out of the factory. If it did, this would definitely have it. This one does, however, have the rail, so if you've got an air awning, which is really common at the moment, you can double the size of your van just by taking an air awning. This has got the rail to slide it on, so you can use it as a drive away. You can leave your awning up, just slide the rail out, drive off, do your shopping, bowling, whatever you want to do on holiday, come back, slide it on, you're good to go. Right then, that's pretty much, again, the same from the outside. This is the difference, the inside. So, if you're looking there, straight away you can see the difference. This again is a 4x4 belt, same as the Birchover, But as you can see, you've got your two separate forward facing travel seats, which will make a bed up. And then on the inside, these do, by the way, look a lot comfier travel seats than the ones back there. You've got armrests, you've got headrests. They do look the bee's knees, these. So inside of this, as you can see, let's get some lights on. Your control panels are exactly the same as the other one, but you just got, the finish is just a lot nicer. The worktops are nice and thick, really nice finish. You've got your sink and your hob still. In this one you do have an extra grill, which you don't have in the other one, and then you've got loads of little storage pockets, and then your Dometic fridge to the back. So again, you've got like a dedicated kitchen area in this middle section. Again, you've got your pop top roof, which does drop down and give you an extra double bed. I will say I probably prefer the roof in the Birchover. It just feels a bit more sturdy. This is a bit, it's got like two levels to it. It just feels a bit flimsy, but that's probably just me. But one thing I will say, I do prefer the catch on the roof in this one. It's got a nice easy catch that you just twist and push up, rather than the ones where you have to feed this kind of webbing through and tighten it up. This does feel a lot sturdier on the catch, I will give it that. Right then, I don't know how I'm going to do this because it is a little bit tight. So probably the other negative about the bed arrangement on the top, it is for kids, it is not for adults. There is a ladder, so when this section drops down, sorry Heather, watch your head, this section will drop down to about this level, your ladder clips on, and it's just a bit, when the ladder's down here, unless you've got the tailgate up, it is very, very tight. That's one thing I will say. Grandkids will love it, kids will love it. I think the adults are on the bottom bed. So in this back section you do have, believe it or not, a toilet and a wash basin. And then your privacy is via this little sliding mechanism, if I can work it. So that just slides across as a door. But again, the only downside, you can see my feet. And if someone is up there, they can see straight down to you using the toilet. So it's a little bit weird, but it's perfect for those travelling that want a toilet on board. It is perfect for that. So what I'll do is I'll swap with you quickly, and then you can have a quick pan around in here because there isn't much room, but it is a really, really quirky layout. So as you can see then, I've moved out to the back to give you a bit more room to see what's going on. So like I say, you do have your cassette toilet. Again, there's plenty of storage areas in the back. You do have your handy little wash basin, which will come in handy if you're outside as well, if you wanted to wash your hands, if you've been out doing something, the kids are muddy. And there is also a handy external shower point on the outside, so if you do have little pooches or anything like that, you can wash them off. Not sure they'll fit in the sink, mine, but... And then there is a door just on the back, which is your cassette toilet empty. And then again, you have got your dedicated little LPG locker in the bottom corner. Keep that all nice and safe. Right, so here we are in the cab area for your Cromford. Pretty much identical to the Birchover. I did mention in that one that has got auto headlights, but it hasn't. The Birchover doesn't, but the Cromford does come with automatic headlights, as well as all the rest of it. Your cruise control, your trip computer. You've got your aircon, heated rear screen, your parking camera on this one. You've got your reverse camera as well as your sensors. You've got your auto stop start as well. Same head unit, so you've got your Apple CarPlay, all the rest of that bump. But this is the all important bit for me, the automatic gearbox. They just drive so smooth, it's just effortless. It's just like driving a car, which is absolutely perfect. So for me, this ticks all the boxes with the automatic. Again, you have got a diesel heater. This time it's not Webasto. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of this, but it is a German brand and they are very good quality. But again, it's exactly the same principle, on, off, set your timer, set your heat. It has got a really funky little button, which we will try and pan in on. This lights up when your diesel heater is on, so you are aware that it's on when you get out of the vehicle. That's quite cool, that is, so you don't forget that you put the heating on. Although you can probably hear it when you get out of the vehicle that you have left it on, because it is a diesel heater. It's not silent, so you can hear it. Other than that, I think for me, this one's the winner. I like the quirkiness of the inside. Does feel a little bit bigger, the fact that you can walk through it. It's not purple, that's a big winner, and it's got the automatic gearbox. It's just what's right for you, I suppose. Do you need a toilet? Do you not need a toilet? I think that's the biggest one. So yeah, just let me know what you think at the bottom. Right, we'll jump outside and then we'll wrap this thing up. Right then, so there we have it, the battle of the hillsides. Birchover S, pros and cons. Pros, the colour, dead in your face, quirky, I like it. Not a lot of people will, but I do. Styling is definitely another pro. It's got the nice wheels, finished off really nice. And then your extras like your Fiamma awning and your solar panel. Head unit in both of them is a pro with your Apple Play, your Android. Brings it all bang up to date, which is nice. Cons for me on this one, again, colour. Yes, it's a pro, but it's also a con. It might pitch your market a little bit different, or you've got to like the colour. It's Marmite, you either love it or you hate it. So for me, the colour puts me off this, but I can see why people like it. The only other con I've got is the layout. It's very samey. There's a lot on the market that are identical inside pretty much. Just do bog standard layout, but it works, so why not? The finish though in both of these is really, really good. Hillside have got the finish down to a T. Yeah, so the real winner for me, the real pro in this is the interior, the layout. Really, really cool, really different, really quirky. Toilet area is a bit small if we're going on to cons. Toilet area is a bit small, but what do you expect? It's a panel van. You try and squeeze a toilet into a panel van. Getting up into the roof area, again, it's really, really tight, but it is perfect for kids, which is probably what it's designed for. So yeah, colour for me, again, this is one I choose because it's not in your face, it's not out there, it's just really, really nice. So yeah, obviously two very nice campers, both built by Hillside. So let me know what you think, comment below, which one are you going for? As always, it's been a pleasure talking you through it, and until the next one, we'll see you all soon.